It all started with this doll, a 7-inch doll of classy Freddie Blassie, the self-proclaimed king of men and one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. I'm Jeff Krulik, and all I originally wanted to do was produce a simple tribute to Fred Blassie, using the doll and a recording of one of his famous tirades from the King of Men record. But my friend and fellow Blassie fan Brendan Conway convinced me we should do something bigger, much bigger. You see, Brendan and I love celebrities. Here he is with William Shatner. Here he is with Tony Curtis. Here he is with Jerry Seinfeld. Here I am with Tony Curtis. Here he is with Siskel and Ebert. Here I am with Ernest Borgnine. We decided to find out what would happen if the greatest celebrity of all, the King of Men, actually came to Washington, D.C. for a royal visit. We wanted to know what would happen when Fred Blassie, resplendent with cane and sequined vest, toured the nation's capital, greeting politicians and tourists alike. Plus, we wanted our picture taken with him. So 10 years after Andy Kaufman's seminal film, My Breakfast with Blassie, we produced our tribute to the King of Men. We hired the largest limousine we could, found a willing entourage, and on a bright spring day, hosted Fred Blassie, King of Men, on a royal visit to the nation's capital.
I want to tell all you people just one thing. You know there's plenty of men around, but just one king. You can go through life acting mean and sassy, but you better play it cool when you come around Blassie. And that goes for all you women, living or dead. You best watch your step when you're messing with Fred. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. My name is Blassie, King of Men.
I'll tell that pencil neck geek to get over here. I ain't got time to waste on him. Who'd you say Clinton's talking to? Tell him I got a load of watermelons out here for him. That's right, from Hope, Arkansas. He knows. What do you say there? How are you? Hello there, sweethearts. How are you?
Illustrious one, welcome to Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
We've been eagerly awaiting your arrival.
Well, I've been looking forward to coming to Washington, D.C. You have a bunch of beautiful women here. I can't say too much for the fellas. The fellas look like they all need a drink of water. Oh, my goodness almighty. Look at this here.
Miss you!
What
I'm so glad to have you in D.C.
Well, I'm glad that you girls invited me. I wouldn't be without it.
We're going on a state visit, a royal state visit of the King of Men to Washington, D.C. to see members of Congress, hopefully see President Clinton, perhaps Mrs. Clinton. What's that?
I came through Hope, Arkansas, and they gave me the smallest watermelon they could have there. Weighed 130 pounds. That's right. Went from Houston, Texas, going to St. Louis, Missouri, my home. And we stopped in Hope, Arkansas, and bought a watermelon. They weren't bragging about Clinton then. What do they call this building? What do they call this building? What's the name of this building? What's the name of this building? I'm talking to a bunch of dinglings over here. Hello there.
Hello.
Where are you from?
New York, the Bronx.
Yeah, that's God's country.
Okay.
You got a bunch of nice people here.
Oh, thank you.
Have a nice day.
They weren't that pretty when I was going to school. That's the statue you brought me over here for?
That's it.
I told you before that George Washington is still collecting for that statue. Every Mason gives $1 to their initiation fee. Now they're going to take that statue and pull it down because it's not worth a darn anyway. What, it got steps going up, right? They're going to put Freddie Blassie statue there, and they're going to have an escalator going up and one coming down. You're not in favor of that, I guess. You want to keep old stinking George's statue there. Termites are eating the hell out of it.
Well, we'll see to it. This is
You'll see to it. You're like the rest of these politicians here in Washington, D.C. You're going to see to it and you do nothing. Get off your keister over there and do something. Tell the people, Happy Easter. Where's the statue at?
He's in there. You see it? His little
See, they
box.
got him hidden there where it's real dark. You can't see him. That's where he belongs. Now, if I had to pick a building like that after me, my statue would be out here on the front steps
Well, I don't
with
know.
movable eyes as the girls walk by. I'm in favor of that.
Fred, I know that there's a lot of visits on our itinerary, but over here is the Vietnam
Where are you
Veterans
folks
Memorial.
from? You understand what he's talking about? We're on an itinerary over here looking at dead statues. Now, I don't want to look at a bunch of dead people. I like to look at you people. You're live, beautiful. I belong to the DAV in VFW.
Is that right?
That's right.
Was the,
So anything pertaining to veterans, I'm in favor of.
did the king serve in the military?
I certainly did. I was 3.5 years in the Navy.
Where were you stationed?
I went to New Guinea, went to the Hebrides, and then went in the invasion of the Philippines. And those pencil neck geeks over there in the Philippines charge us so much money for every coconut tree we cut down. They should be thankful, get down on their knees and thank us for coming over there and saving our country.
Well, you fought in the good war.
None of them were any good. I never seen a war that was any good yet. Except the ones that the foreign countries have. You were born in America, raised in America, and this is the greatest country in the world. When you start talking about these other countries, the Hungary and all these countries, they're all foreigners. They're all come over here. They should be thankful. Get down on their knees that America opened up the doors to them and let them in our country. There's no country greater than America, and I'll continue to say that. And I'll fight till I draw my last breath.
What's your name? To see you in wrestling, you was that bad manager.
There you go, bite her too.
Don't do that. She's my mother.
Give her a bite.
Your mother? She's a nice lady then.
He was tough. I tell
That's
you.
right, I was bad. I was rotten to the core. I was the worst one.
Yes, he was.
Classy Freddie Blassie.
Yeah, that's the name. That's the name. I should have remembered. Man, he's a mean manager.
That's right. You idiots, you! God damn! See, I can't get that busted knee out of there. What are we protesting over here? Oh, how'd do there?
My glasses are in the back seat.
This is the greatest country in the world, right? You can protest, do anything you want. You don't like the country, you can say it's no good. It's the only place in the world where you can go and say United States is no good. I mean, we got a lot of politicians over here no good, but the United States is good.
What are you here for?
What am I here for? Anything. I'm in here for anything. Oh, I love all these cameras, that's all.
Can't the girls come out of the car?
Ah, you son of a gun, you, huh? See, I got the hidden secret in the car. Will you pretty girls get out here?
We are.
You getting the pictures?
May I ask who you are?
Who?
Who are you?
Mr. Blassie.
Mr. Glassy?
This is a film being made called Mr. Blassie Goes to Washington. He's visiting sites throughout Washington, D.C. He's the king of men. He's a member of the...
I watch him on TV all the time.
Have a wonderful time. Goodbye. Go elsewhere.
They shouldn't have stopped here.
Listening, don't you know anything about it? And this, of course, is ground zero for the free world. The capital of the free world, Washington, D.C. You're the king of men. You've arrived here to see what you could do to help set the administration on the right path.
Well, the first thing I want to do, I want to get Bill out here. Hey, Bill! Hey, Bill! Hillary's got you in the kitchen making sandwiches? Bill!
Fred, behind us is Lafayette Park. Anyone is allowed to protest. Now, they can sleep here, they can protest here, camp out.
But they can't bathe.
No, they can't bathe.
I thought so, because I got a funny odor around here someplace. Hey, Bill, I'm coming! I'm going to go see Bill. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, help me. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Bill! Come on out here, Bill. You want to talk to Bill, don't you? You seen him? Hillary's got him in the kitchen fixing sandwiches. Hey, Bill! Hey, Bill! That's right.
Come out!
If Bill won't come out, how about Hillary?
Yeah, or the dog.
The dog, they got a cat.
Oh, okay, here, kitty.
Hey, hold it. Hold it, I want to see that little baby. That's a pretty little thing. Don't walk away. Come here. See, this is what you need. You don't want to be sitting in a car. How the hell are you going to march with the gals over here if you're going to sit in the car?
Yes, you can.
He's not home? What about Hillary? What about the cat?
I'm Buddhist monk.
Yeah?
A Buddhist monk
From where?
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Yeah? Is a Buddhist monk
Yeah.
from Vietnam.
Buddhist monk from
Yeah,
Vietnam. Are
yeah.
you a
Yes.
wrestling fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Freddie
Okay.
Blassie fan,
Okay,
right?
thank you.
There you are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Yeah,
Nice meeting you. Thank you. Thank you. Where are your? Are there another one over there?
Yeah.
He's
My
very
guy.
bashful.
Yeah.
Come on over.
I will take picture with you.
How are you doing? Fine.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, I loved you in Breakfast with Blassie.
There you are. You know what he said? No, you wouldn't understand.
I did only.
It's an X-rated movie in Vietnam.
Yeah.
The Buddhists wouldn't be able to show it.
That's okay. Thank
I
you.
showed my navel in Breakfast with Blassie. Couldn't show that, and the Buddhists wouldn't go for that. Right? Yeah, you're right.
Goodbye.
All right, thank you. Bill, you look good. You really look good. And I'm for you 1,000%. Remember, I visit your family down in Hope, Arkansas. The greatest watermelons in the world. That's right. And Hillary, you're a real sweetheart. She's a doll. She's a beauty, isn't she? Mwah.
Tell us a little bit about the origin of Pencil Neck Geek.
Oh, well, the Pencil Neck Geek, the way that started, I was wrestling in a carnival, trying to become a wrestler, and I was about 18 years old. First match I ever had, I made $1. And wrestling license cost $5, so you could tell I was in a hell of a business. And right next door to the athletic show in the carnival was a geek show, the freak show, And they asked me, they said, "You've ever seen any, those?" I said, "No." So they took me over there, and here's this guy eats snakes, live chickens, and all that stuff. He's a real geek, And I said, Jesus Christ Almighty, you get sick watching him, Biting a snake in half, bite a chicken's head off, and I said, he's got a neck like a stack of dimes. I said, he looks like a pencil neck geek, and that's how it started.
When was that?
I was about 18 years old. Hell, that's 58 years ago.
So that's where Pencil Neck Geek started. Well, now it's part of the popular lexicon.
Oh, hell, they all use it now. This pencil neck geek, that Rush Limbaugh, he was using it. And then Imus, he uses it. It's just, I've never seen it as popular as it is now. They don't say pencil neck geek, but they call him a pencil neck. Or they call him a geek. See, but I'm the only one that used the whole expression.
Pencil Neck Geek.
Yeah.
Fred, we're right in front of one of the most popular power restaurants in Washington. where
You're
only
not talking about Duke Seaberts.
I am. I'm talking.
You are?
We're in front of Duke
I've heard
Seabert's.
about that place so often, so many times, and they say the best food in Washington, D.C. is there at Duke's. And I'm glad you brought me here because I want to be sure and tell these people all over the world about Duke Seabert. How do you...
We want a pickle?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm not supposed to have too much salt.
There's a lot of salt in pickles.
What should I get you?
Oh, I'm sorry. The turkey.
Turkey?
It's white meat.
Yes, that's it. And the other king.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you.
Wouldn't be king without people like you.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Always been
Thank
my
you.
hero, sir.
Thank you. Thank
You're the
you.
king of the kings.
Thank you.
Let me show you pictures over here on the wall. This is Mikhail Gorbachev.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was here
yeah.
not too long ago. President was here in July.
Yes,
That's President Kennedy.
yeah.
You see your favorite girl, Linda Carter.
Oh, they don't come any prettier than her.
And that's Larry King.
Where's that pencil neck geek at today?
I don't know.
Listen, you son of a... I'm telling you, you get one of those right underneath your chin.
And that's Truman.
Greatest president we've ever
Right.
had. He's from my home,
Is that right?
my home state, Missouri.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's Angie Dickinson.
Oh, yeah, a beauty.
That's Turner and his wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I can't say too much for her.
Well,
I want to present you the ambassador of Tunisia.
Oh, yeah?
And this is
Very-
a big lawyer.
very
It's
nice
not a
meeting
problem.
you.
Any law problem, that's the guy.
Don't say that. I just want to meet you, but I don't want to use you.
That's why I talk too much.
Yes.
That's the reason I like ambassadors. Me and ambassadors always get along good.
You know, I used to be with the World Bank. I'm going to give you a big loan, $100 million.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What the hell will I do with it?
Distribute it to the poor. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Believe me,
It was a
my
pleasure.
pleasure, my
My
pleasure.
pleasure.
To
God
meet
bless
you and you two gentlemen
I'll
and
see you
also.
again.
God bless you.
Take care.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, you see, as I said, Washington is my town, my kind of people. You know, they say Chicago, Chicago. It's Washington, it's Washington. Washington's my town. There's two of my people right down there. Yeah.
D.C.
That's right, Washington, D.C., that's the place. Right, champ? We can't do no wrong, can we? How do you like that thing? Look at that big long thing. Hot damn. Only in Washington, D.C. can you ride in something like that.
How you doing?
Fine,
Nice
fine,
to meet
thank you.
Nice. This
Nice.
is a thrill for me to meet you, sir.
See?
How you doing? You
All right.
looking real good.
Thank you,
Can
thank
I
you.
get your autograph, sir?
Some fans in here in Victoria's Secret. It's the most popular store in Washington.
This is,
Yeah. I mean, it's one of them. It's a.
don't you look over there. Now that's nasty. Hello, honey. How are you?
Pretty good. Nice meeting you, sir.
Nice meeting you. You pretty thing. You doll. You from Washington D.C.?
No, I'm from Argentina.
Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty far away.
We had quite a few wrestlers from Argentina.
Really?
Yeah, very good. But you're a pretty thing.
Told you the women were pretty in Washington.
She's from Argentina. Where are we going now? All right.
Step right
Who
this
gets
way.
in first? I get in first. You won't. You got to crawl all over me. Shit. Ugh.
How are you, sir?
All right. Where are you from?
Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was watching you 25 years ago.
With Ricky Dozak.
You're fighting, yeah. No, you fighting with the Giant Baba too, right?
Giant Baba, I beat
Yeah.
the shit out of
Yeah.
him. Go Minnesota.
He's still fighting. How
Yes,
about
I
you?
know.
How about you?
Well, I'm 76 now.
Okay, you still biting?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't bite me.
No.
You know, many Japanese hate you, right? Because you are here.
Yes.
So, you know.
Because I was number one. That's why Japan hated me.
Yeah, that's right.
I beat everybody there. They didn't like that. I bite them. File my teeth.
So now you are not fighting.
Play golf. You know.
There you go.
Well, the first time I ever met Andy Kaufman was at the Olympic Auditorium, at which building they have now renovated, and they call it the Grand Olympic. Anyway, I'm going to the dressing room, and this fellow here said, "Mr. Blassie." I said, "Hey, boy, what are you doing in here?" I chased him out of the building. So then the following week, I'm going to the dressing room, and here's the same guy again. He said, "Mr. Blassie," I said, "I told you, get the hell out of the building and stay out." So one of the ushers said, "You know who that is?" I said, "No." He said, "It's Andy Kaufman." I said, "Who's Andy Kaufman?" He said, "He's a comedian." I said, "I don't know him. Get him out of the building." And the matches were all over with and everything. So the following week, he's outside in my car. He was about a half block from my car. And "Mr. Blassie, I just want to talk to you." He said, "I'm no smart aleck or anything." He said, "I'm your fan." I said, "What do you want, kid?" And he came a little closer. I said, "Come on over here." I said, "I ain't gonna do anything to you." He came over and we started talking, and I took him out and we had a bite to eat. And after we had a bite to eat, we became very good friends. And that was my dealings with Andy Kaufman. And then from there, we just went on, made breakfast with Blassie. And he had so many things in mind for he and I to do. We did the David Letterman show, and he wanted to do a takeoff on Laurel and Hardy, with him playing Laurel and me being Hardy. But then what happened, he passed away, which was a very sad thing for our country, because he was a very good man, very good. Yeah, there's only one Andy Kaufman. I went to his funeral, and when I came out, I was sitting, they had me sitting with the family, and there were 3 TV stations there. And the one came up to me and he said, "Pardon me, sir, would you mind telling the people who you are? We know who you are, but those of people out there on TV land that don't know who you are." I said, "My name is Freddie," and I started crying and I walked away. Couldn't even finish. Really broke me all up. He was a heck of a nice kid. Very, very nice. Never be another Andy Kaufman.
This is the Capitol. This is where all decisions are made.
And that's where those dinglings sit up there, huh? All those pencil neck geeks sit up there that make these asinine rules? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm trying to tell you that this is where it all happens. This is
where it all happens. In other words, if I were to go in there and put my hand on somebody's shoulder, the chances are 9 out of 10 times I'd have my hand on some dingling's shoulder. I do. Where are all you folks from? Michigan.
Yeah.
That's God's country. 1, 2. Look at them. Don't look at me. 3.
Hail,
Did you get it, you pencil neck geek? That's all there's to it, see? I just hope you folks are all enjoying yourselves. It's going to be on a TV.
This is a film. This is a project called Mr. Blassie Goes to Washington. It's the King of Men. We're just walking throughout Washington D.C. filming.
Who's in charge?
This is right. This is. Stop filming. I'm sorry. Okay, well we'll leave now. I'm sorry. We were just going throughout the city.
Well, I enjoyed myself. I hope I passed on a gem or two to those pencil neck geeks sitting in that building. And if they need any help, all they got to do is come up to Westchester, and I'd gladly accommodate them, give them all the help they need, because they need a lot of help.
Fred, watch yourself.
Yes, sir. Hey, you want to take these things off?
I don't beg for mercy, and I don't give none. If you're looking for trouble, I'll loan you some. So just step right up if you're itching for a fight. Next thing you know, pow, out go the lights. If you're lucky, you'll walk away like some kind of man. Otherwise, they'll tote you off in a garbage can. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. My name is Blassie, King of Men. Yeah, you better step lively, geek, cause before I'm through, I'm gonna be mopping up the floor with you. And when you're down there on your knees just begging me to stop, I'll squeeze your head like a pimple until it pops. I'll have your brains for breakfast, your guts for lunch. That pencil neck'll make a nice snack for me to munch. You should have listened, geek, cause this is the end. My name is Blassie.